my name is Haroon Khan, and this is my interview for CelebrityHauteSpot. Starting out, I worked as an extra, and I applied to various gigs. My first role was actually as a featured extra on Spider-Man: Homecoming, so that was really surreal. I got to meet, Spider-Man himself, Tom Holland. But from there, I just did different movies and projects until I got into Love Simon. Again, I was doing the extra stuff, and I guess they liked my look because I applied to be on the movie, and they called me in for an audition, and yeah, they accepted me, and the rest was history. Oh, I was over the moon. I was excited. Even now, it's really surreal that I got into that project, but definitely blessed to get that part. The character is really weird. He's really unique. He stands out a lot from the bunch, but he's funny. He's kind of like a low-key, like stoner type of kid. He's really quiet, but he gets up to some pretty funny antics, which you will see in the film. I describe the movie as having a lot of heart, I guess, because it is very comedic, but it's also got the elements of drama and romance, obviously, and yeah, it's really unique. I think it's definitely gonna make a big impression. So on set, I would get there and usually go to my honey wagon, do hair and makeup and all that, and yeah, just spend hours. Days on set are really long. But yeah, I just spent hours in my honey wagon, and then from there go to set, film, maybe do lunch, hang out with the cast. That was always fun. Unfortunately, I didn't get to hang out with the cast outside of filming, just because I was so busy all the time. But yeah, hanging out with them was great. They're all really chill and really funny and just really open to do the movie, and the energy they brought to set was great. I think that the subject matter obviously is about a homosexual teen. That's definitely gonna make it stand out, but besides that, the way they tackle it too, I think is really smart, because it's not really like somber or down and depressing. It's more lighthearted, and it's really optimistic and positive. And yeah, it's definitely gonna identify with a lot of people, I think. Filming, probably the scene I had with the lead, Nick Robinson, uh, was great because I didn't have much dialogue throughout the movie, so that was one of the scenes where I actually got to speak lines. But that was really fun to be able to do that with the lead. Yeah, there's this one scene. I don't want to get too much into it, but basically they had me kind of hitting on one of the main female leads, and while we were doing that, the director Greg Berlanti, he just asked an extra and like pulled her aside and said, "Is anybody down to do a quick makeout scene?" And he asked me, of course, and I was like, "Yeah, whatever, I'm down." And yeah, he just put an extra out impromptu, and then you just did a quick kissing scene. That was definitely memorable. That was great. I think it's extremely important because it shows that there's someone else that's supporting them, and especially a big industry like Hollywood, which has such a big influence over the media, for them to take a risk and show, the LGBTQ plus community being represented or represented, excuse me, is a great thing, and not even just for members of that community, but just anybody really in general that feels a little different or anything like that. Representation is a huge part of that. On social media, I'm on Instagram mainly as Lil Khan 007. I made it back in high school. As LILKHAN 007. Twitter, I'm at the real Haroon Khan. And YouTube, I also have that, which I just do for fun with my friend. It's Random Fun Generator. Dream role would probably be Doctor Who, or the Doctor, from Doctor Who, because that role is so open because it can do literally anything and go anywhere in time and space. The things you can do that with that role is limitless. So, I mean, I think it's any actor's dream role, really. I'm really into, well, I'm into movies, just watching them, like superhero movies a lot and that kind of thing. But I'm really into like music and fashion as well. Especially those two things, they really go together really well because it's kind of a way to help, express yourself and it makes you feel confident and, it's always really good for you. Definitely Jim Carrey's way up there because I felt like I identified with him a bit because he was really into like doing the physical comedy, which I'm also a really big fan of. So yeah, seeing him do that was kind of inspired me and kind of, made me feel like I could do that too. So traveling, I haven't done much of it, but I remember as a kid, me and my family would always go up to Rock City in Tennessee, and that was always fun as a kid. It was just this magical place where it's kind of like out onto another world, sort of. In most cases, I would probably see the movie, just because I'm not much of a book reader. I can't really keep my attention into a book for too long, but movies I can just like dwell right into. So probably the movie. Ice cream flavor, probably strawberry. I like strawberry. 2018, I definitely want to do, grow as an actor and do a lot more films. I want to, even though it seems small, at least one more film this year, or at least film one. Um, but yeah, in general, just continue to have more experiences and things like that.